They need to hear the story of Michael Faraday, the greatest experimental scientist of all time, who had many more failures than successes. They need to hear these stories. They need to hear stories of people in the world who have made a difference. People from meager beginnings who then have changed the world. They need to hear stories of Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela. They need to experience working with art. In mathematics, they would construct things, physical things, platonic solids perhaps. They would read plays, poetry, historical fiction, and they would be met where they are. Now, I want to present, that's just a little bit about curriculum. How to present it is perhaps even more important. We have the right subjects, how do we bring them? I gave an example of the sciences. And I want to make a statement here. We often think of Waldorf schools as, in the younger years, imagination. We tell them fairy tales and we have puppet shows. Well, imagination is even more important in the upper grades. We tell them the truth, we give them scientific facts, but they need imagination. More so than ever before. Because imagination has two aspects. There's an active imagination, that is the ability to form inner pictures of something that has never before existed. Creating a painting, making a machine, solving a problem, writing a piece of music, writing a play, creating a choreography for a dance, writing a novel, producing a video game, what have you. That's just one side of it. The other side, which is most important, is what you might consider more of a passive type of imagination, and that has to do with certain reflective, receptive capacities, important in our personal moral lives, which can deepen our understanding of other people, which can form a foundation for empathy, morality, personal development. It is with imagination that we create ourselves as human beings. Now, most people would tell you that the root of the word imagination comes from the word image or picture, a kind of inner seeing. And I don't think it's true, but I wish it were true that maybe it is. That imagination comes from another word, magic. Magic. If I tell you about a tall, wise king, you start, just by saying that, you start to imagine something. If I say he lived in mountainous Greece in the 5th century BC, you will transport yourself there. Most of you will, I hope you do still. You have the magical power in you to summon up characters far removed in time and place. You are disappointed when you see your favorite novel in movie form. Never as good as your inner picture. Imagination is the sorcerer's power of metaphor. A stick or a sword is a sword or a pen. A gnarled tree is an old man. The clouds are pirate ships or dolphins. We can imbue inanimate objects with life. A ravenous pencil sharpener devours your pencil and spits out the eraser seed. Super about that in my class. You can be whoever you want to be. I am a root that you trip over while you are on your nature hike. I seem to exist for no reason, as if the artist drawing your life became bored and scribbled some mindless lines on a sheet of paper. However, you simply first silently at the continuing path. In 7th and 8th grade, you want teachers who paint pictures with words. You don't want just facts. Students definitely want this. You can tell it's the story of Martin Luther King pulling up his sleeve He's in a jail cell in the city of Birmingham, beginning to write his famous letter. He's going against all the advice of his colleagues. Instead of out protesting, he's sitting in jail. And from a reading of the words he wrote, we can see into his soul. We can see Gandhi on his march to the sea, this little old man picking up salt from the sea and starting a great revolution.